So last week, over a toast of cranberry mango juice, my wife and I celebrated my first year as a published author. Last September, I came out with my debut novel, Tears of the Dragon, and in April of 2022, I came out with the sequel, The Osiris Initiative. So what have I learned from my first year as a published author? Well, quite a few things, actually. Thanks for asking. One, I've learned do the homework. I mean, I've talked about it in a lot of interviews, but I spent probably a good 6 years writing blogs, writing all kinds of stuff to polish my craft. I also read a lot of material from different mentors such as Robert Ryan or Joanna Penn, to name a few. And that's really important. I mean, if you're going to do any job, you need to learn to do the job. So if you're going to be an author, don't just have the dream of, oh, someday I'm going to put a book out. No, actually do the work, learn how to do what you're supposed to do. Now, that being said, while you're learning, go ahead and write. Don't wait. 90% in published will change more lives than 100% just in your head. So don't be afraid to go out there, do stuff. You can always edit it later. It doesn't have to be perfect, I've also learned you have to market your book. I know a lot of you are going to be like, no, I don't want to market it. I just want to write it. And I get it. I totally do. But you've got to talk about your book. You got to put it out there. Now, whether that means buying ads, whether that means growing a newsletter, whether that means being on social media or doing videos or some combination of all of those, different marketing is going to work for different people. We don't all do things the same way, which brings me to my next point, which is find your own way. We're not all going to do this the same. I've seen plenty of people that are like, oh, you have to write 2,500 words a day or you're not a writer. And the thing is, I mean, I get it. I know you have to write consistently, and I do believe you have to write consistently, but what does consistently look like for different people? If you can't write 2,500 words a day, if you don't have time, if you have a day job, if you have other stuff to do, other responsibilities, write as much as you can. If you can't write every day, write as many days as you can. The point is, just do what works for you, and it's okay. It's not a competition. It's not a rat race. You don't have to compare yourself to the writer around the corner or the guy you see on social media. Just do your own thing. Another thing I've learned is to have some thick skin, and that, I've gotten a lot of praise, gotten a lot of good reviews. Both books have gotten a lot of good reviews, and I'm very appreciative of all of that. I'm very appreciative of everybody I talk to on social media, and and all the reviews that come in. I've also seen my share of criticisms, and sometimes it's really menial stuff that somebody will get you for. I mean, too many commas, not enough commas. There's a lot of stuff. What I've learned is to have thick skin. Don't worry about the criticisms. I mean, the thing is, I'm happy. Believe it or not, even with the bad, I'm happy because whether they've written good, whether they've written bad, they felt something. And they had an experience and they felt strongly enough about it to write about it. And as a writer, if we can make somebody feel something, then we've done our job. So what can I say? I mean, in the end, this journey can be hard. You struggle with imposter syndrome, you struggle with writer's block, you struggle with burnout, you struggle with all three at the same time. But I feel really lucky to be on this journey and to create a story in your head and release it out into the world with a cover and with everybody reading it, can be really scary, but it's also amazingly rewarding. So I just want to thank everybody for your support. Here's to the first year and many more to come. So we'll talk to you guys later.